So we received our Orbitkey Key Organiser Pro, and this was the one we backed on Kickstarter recently, a much anticipated upgrade from the previous key organisers. We got one colour each in blackout and cedar, and I'm excited to unbox and replace my current key organiser with this latest version, mainly because of the micro adjustable hardware feature listed here on number 3. So a bit of background on our journey with the key organisers. I've been an Orbitkey customer since their humble beginnings some 10 years ago, when I stumbled on their booth at the Melbourne Design Market, and I got to chatting with one of the creators of the brand because I thought this was such a brilliant product idea. I'm not a fan of jingling keys on a keyring either. I was intrigued by their industrial design background, and being graduates of the same university I attended as well. So I picked up my very first Orbitkey at that design fair, which is this red one, and I'll be honest, it's still very much my favorite in terms of the look, and that's purely a personal preference of mine for a no-edge stitching on leather like this. I find it gives a more luxurious and seamless look. But the downside is over time, the two layers tend to separate, so I can see why the current designs are all edge stitch. But I like to see a blind stitch design in future releases if possible. Then my husband took a keen interest in my red one and started his own collection over the years, one of which is this denim version. You can see the hardware is a little larger, and the debossing of their brand has changed to be more distinct from the red version I have. And this was back when he added a basic ring to the D ring for car keys. Moving on to this version that I think is made of silicone. It was a gift hubby got from a Kickstarter campaign, and to be honest, I'm unsure of the order of which came first, the denim or this, or perhaps this was a gift for purchasing the denim one. But this was my least favorite, as you can see the discoloration, and I personally prefer going leather than this material here. But the color definitely stood out and made it easy to find, especially in a black bag. And speaking of black, this would be the most recent version my husband was using prior to the Pro release. It's very sleek, and I love that the hardware and stitching matches the leather as well. Here's my current key organizer, and this was a hand-me-down from my husband, so the color wasn't my first choice, but it served its purpose for the past couple of years. I do really appreciate the ease of this keyring for my key fob, which is such an improvement from the regular coil split ring. And it's aging really well, so no complaints here. This is how it compares to my first one side by side. You can clearly see the design improvements over the years, but yeah, I'm still very much a fan of a clean edge design, even though the next best option is having a matching stitch color. I reckon this is going to be a substantial upgrade, and I'm excited to transfer my keys to the Pro version. The one thing I've been waiting for all these years is to do away with having to use a coin. I don't know about you, but I don't usually have coins with me, so unless I'm adjusting my key organizer at home, it's a little inconvenient to access. There's also a couple of little spacers in here which can be a bit fiddly, just got to be careful not to lose them. I'm going to remove my key fob, and as mentioned, I love the convenience of this ring design where you can easily lock and unlock without splitting a fingernail in the process. So let's see how much better the new quick release ring will be. Now we get to the unboxing. I like the sleek packaging design from most of the Orbitkey products, and the key organizer is no different. The slide-out drawer style box eliminates the need of peeling or slicing through any tape. It opens up with a short summary of the product, which is nice when introducing it to someone who has never seen the key organizer before. We've gifted key organizers to friends and family, and this is when we usually get a first positive reaction. The leather is pretty true to color, I'll say. So let's have a look at the product features and instructions. The quick flip tool, the micro adjustable hardware, what I'm most looking forward to, Napa leather certified by the Leather Working Group, premium fixed D-ring, and we've got the step-by-step assembly here. Pretty self-explanatory, shouldn't be too difficult to attach my keys on. And a care and cleaning guide. Straight off the bat, I'm loving the cedar colors, warm and rich golden tones. And the stitching really complements the hardware as well, especially when comparing with the colors on my current one. I was a little unsure about yellow gold hardware based on the Kickstarter images, but thought I'd give it a go anyway because I'm not really a huge yellow gold fan. I'm more leaning on champagne gold, but this really looks premium, and ooh, the look of the micro adjustable part here is a huge level up from the twist coin version. So I'm really excited to try that out. The finish of it is a nice brush matte, and the D-ring is no longer sliding up and down the leather. It's now reinforced so it stays in place. The leather as well feels a lot more padded and quite a bit stiff compared to the previous version, but will hopefully soften up a bit with time. It's definitely thicker and feels really premium. I love how they included these sample keys to give you a visual idea how your keys would look and function. And here's the quick flip tool. Oops, I think only one key was meant to move. Yeah, kinda like that. So let's start moving my keys over. Alright, just having a feel of this. Oh, it does feel well made. Not sure if you can hear the very slight clicks on every turn, but it has a very tactile quality to it. And let me tell you, no more worrying about coins and ruining your manicure is a win in my books. It spins when it's loosened up. And there you go. Ooh, nice design on the underside. Already very impressed just at the first step. We open to find no more spacer bits. It's interesting to see the natural leather and Orbitkey logo in metallic foil instead of blind deboss, so we'll see how this wears over time. We've got here the quick flip tool, and I appreciate that it's in the same hardware color. Rubber backing on the other side. The last sample key, and no spacer bits here. There you go, very clean design with minimal parts to fiddle with. So I'm gonna start with a key I use most often. And then attach the quick flip tool where the rubber back faces my key. Next is my multi-tool. This works as a bottle opener, screwdriver, letter opener, nail file, a tiny ruler, and I found it most useful actually as a box cutter, so in it goes. And the final key for my letterbox. I just have to hold it all in place, a little tricky as my letterbox key has a curved surface. But yeah, we'll insert this in, pop that through, and start tightening clockwise. The clicking sound is so satisfying. So now it's just about adjusting it until it hits the sweet spot. Don't want it too tight or too loose. Give it a quick shake. I think that's pretty good. Nothing's going out of place. Now to test the quick flip tool. Too tight? Let's loosen a little bit. It's not budging. Okay, it kinda works, but what's wrong here? I definitely have placed the tool on the right side. Here we go. So it does take some adjusting. No, I can see my multi-tool is being bent to the side now. I'm gonna try and reposition my keys, swapping the letterbox key with my multi-tool and see if that helps. Kinda works, but I don't think it's as smooth as it should be. And the quick flip tool moves out of position as well. Nah, something's not right. Okay, and here's the quick release keyring. No more broken fingernails, yes. This is such a good thing, and to be honest, I already was benefiting from the previous keyring that they had, so that was already doing well, and I would have been happy just using that. But ooh, look at this gold finish. I'm really happy with this. It's going to go so well with the key organizer. Now, when we backed the project on Kickstarter, we were given an option to choose the color that we wanted, and I was hoping that this would match my cedar one the best, because it was actually tricky to tell if this was more like a rose gold or yellow gold color, but I'm glad that it's a perfect match. So we got the quick start guide here, and this should be super easy to lock and unlock. I would say maybe just a 2-step process. Let's give it a go. So the dot to face upwards and pull. Oh, need a bit of strength there. There we go. All right. I'm just gonna put my fob on and into the D-ring we go. Now to lock, we just slide it back to the middle. Make sure it's really centered. Turn it downward so that the dot faces down, and then we're pulling up. And this should be easier because I'm pulling instead of pushing. Oh, there we go. And it's done. Very easy to use, no nail breaking for sure. Takes a bit of effort to push and pull, but I think once you get used to it, it shouldn't be too difficult. So yeah, I'm really pleased with the final overall look of this new key organizer. The brush matte finish on the hardware especially, and some polished ones on the edges just really stands out for me. And if I were to compare it in my previous Orbitkey, aside from the fact that I got to choose the color this time around, it definitely feels much better in my hands and makes for quite a fashionable item, if I might say so. Okay, I'm back with hubby's Pro Organizer, and let's see how smooth his quick flip tool works. Now that's how it should work, and see how the flip tool goes back into position as well, with none of the other keys moving with it. So I think the issue with mine might be the letterbox key not sitting flush with the other keys and the quick flip tool. But while I have hubby's in hand, here's his key fob and also a black carabiner that he's been using from his previous key organizer. I've removed my letterbox key to see if it makes a difference, because I think the issue might be the shape of this part here. And voila! Works like a charm. And so it's something to bear in mind is that you need keys that sit completely flush to each other, otherwise it does affect the performance of the quick flip tool. I hope you found this unboxing helpful, and I personally would recommend the Key Organiser Pro from Orbitkey regardless of the quick flip tool not quite working smoothly for me. The compact size, ease of use and design is an improvement to your daily organization needs. If you liked this video, I'd appreciate if you could give it a thumbs up or subscribe for more of my content. And until next time, take care.